Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.
Hello and welcome to Nirmal Bang, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hiral Dadia. We have with us Akhilesh Maru, Associate Director Corporate Strategy at Shakti Pumps, joining in. Welcome to the show, Akhilesh, and always a pleasure to speak to you. Akhilesh, overall, let's start with the kind of impact that we've seen with regards to COVID on business, because in terms of the domestic market, every business has faced a lot of challenges with regards to manufacturing, logistics, etc. How would you describe challenges in terms of FY21, and did that meet your expectations in terms of performance?
See, FY21, we had challenges in the Q1 and Q2, and a lot of things were halted because of COVID restrictions, and because of logistic was disturbed, supply chain disturbed, sales team was disturbed, and plants were closed for some time. So Q1, Q2 was not good for us. Q3, Q4 picked up really well in FY21. This is probably one of the reason, even though we had a negative impact in Q1, Q2, but we overcome all this negative impact as we picked up really well in Q3, Q4.
Okay. And overall, with the kind of performance that we've seen, is this something which will continue, or do you think it will be better than what we've done?
See, for us, if you see the first and second quarter, there is an impact of COVID. But if you see the third and fourth quarter, there is no impact of COVID at all. Rather, we have beat the normal situations also. So the thing is, we are working on a lot of good tenders, good projects, lot of other things that have a positive impact on business as well as industry. And probably this is the reason, even though we are also impacted in Q1 of FY22, Q2 FY22 seems to be better than Q1, and Q3, Q4 as it is, we are expecting very good quarters because projects will be in pipeline and execution will start hopefully next month. So this will be a good flow of the business from a government side as well as from export side. So even though we had an impact of COVID, a lot of restrictions on supply chain or rural sales, but still we will be able to recover all these situations because these are the recoverable issues. It is
Hmm.
not for kind of issues.
Right. So overall, what were the kind of cost-cutting initiatives that we had taken, and by how much were our margins aided due to that in FY21?
See, we were not exactly looking for a cost cutting.
Hmm.
It was more of an process improvement and improvement in the raw material consumption. There is a increase in the raw material prices, but actually we worked a lot on. We actually keep on working on R&D and process improvement cycle, and we got the benefit of this into FY21. This is one of the reason. And another thing is optimum utilization and operating leverage, which help us to improve and maintain our margins.
Okay. And overall, with regards to where business goes from here on, everyone, in fact, right now has been talking about, Akhilesh, the government's Pradhan Mantri Kisan Urja Suraksha Evam Uthan, Mahabhiyan, which is Kusum scheme. How big an opportunity is that going to be for business?
See, this is a real good opportunity we are talking about every time. This is started, government is working on this scheme since 4-5 years. Finally, in 2019, it started. 2020, we started executing. 2021, we have seen the impact of that in our businesses also. And going forward, it's going to be on a multiple scale. If we talk about the last year project of Kusum, it was hardly 1.8 lakh pumps. But today we are talking about 3.2 lakh pumps plus some additional backlog of 70-80,000 pumps, so all put together around 4 lakh pumps. But you actually see the targets of government. Probably government is looking till to 24, 25. They are looking for some 40 lakh solar pumps. So if we have to move towards that direction, then government has to come with the bigger projects. This year, 4 lakhs, probably next year, it has to be in a multiple. Then only government will be able to meet the targets of 40 lakhs.
Hmm. Okay. So with all of this, how much are we looking to sell in terms of FY22?
See, we actually worked we started working on these kind of projects at a very early stage, and this year we are expecting to we are targeting some 50 to 60,000 pumps. Given the opportunity and subject to if we receive 50 to 60,000 pumps in Kusum schemes, probably we may end up doing let's say around 1,200, 1,300 crore business from this area.
Okay. And with this, how is the sale of pumps without subsidy in the solar system right now?
See, without subsidy, I would say it's not a very great number, but it is picking up every year. Like 2-3 years back, we are talking about only 1-2 crore sales annually. Last year we did, last year we did some 18 crores, and this year we did around FY21 we did around 33 crores.
Okay. And with all of this, how is the export market looking like? Which are the regions where you're seeing growth?
See, in exports market, if we talk about as it is, Middle East is our high growth area, and again, this year it's picked up really well. And then we have Africa, Asia, and USA. These are the following markets we are looking for it. Among all, US is a very promising and a high margin business market. So we are also aggressive into this market, and business is growing. And we are hoping some good businesses from African market. Like last year, we got a project of 250 crore from Uganda, which is a solar pump project. And this year we are going to start this project. We're supposed to finish this project into 2 years, but we are planning to finish it this year itself. So this is just a pilot project kind of thing. We were working on last 3-4 years, and finally we got this project. And we are looking few more projects like that from Uganda as well as other nearby countries.
Okay. And with all of this, now that even the domestic business is picking up, do we see a shift happening in terms of the revenue mix between domestic and exports?
See, what I would say is export is growing at their own pace. Its own pace, it is growing. I mean, one side, our commercial business is also growing. Our commercial export, which has grown from 120 crore to 180 crore this year, the same we are expecting some 35% growth in this year as well. Now, the other opportunity in export market which I just explained about the Uganda project. We are looking for this kind of more projects from the same country as well as nearby countries. So, solar pump business is growing in domestic market as well as other markets also, like in exports like Africa and all. So both opportunities are moving simultaneously. Now, if we talk about the Indian business, EPC is growing at a highest rate. The other side, 250 crore solar pump project is absolutely new for us. So it is giving a boost to export market. So in short, the solar business is growing really well, and that is giving, the highest growth total top line.
Okay. So right now, what percentage of revenues come from the domestic market and what percentage comes from exports? And how do you see it moving from here on?
See, right now we have around 80% business from the domestic market and 20% from the export market. Going forward, it will be almost similar. I mean, 20 to 25% from the export market and around 75% business from domestic market.
Okay. And in terms of the market share, where does it stand right now in terms of the domestic market? And by how much do you think with all of these schemes, we will be able to increase it to, if you have to look at the next 2 to 3 years?
See, when it is a lower base, I would say we have a market share of, let's say, 40-50%, but at the base is also increased. I mean, when we are talking about the numbers, 1.8 to 4 lakhs, it just more than double we are talking. So I won't say that the same 2 lakh pumps we are targeting, or I'll be able to maintain a 50% market share. But our base is also increased. We are talking about big numbers. Last year we did in Kusum almost 15,000 pumps, and this year we are talking about 50 to 60,000 pumps. So even though percentage wise our market share will come down, but it's a huge area to cover, and number itself in a multiple. So
Agreed.
anyways, in absolute terms, we are gaining by 2 to 3 times.
Absolutely. And with this, what's the kind of current order book that we are sitting on, taking into consideration the Uganda project as well as Kusum scheme? What's the old order book that will be executioned in FY22, and what's the new order book breakup looking like?
See, there are two different parts. One is the order book and one is the execution orders. See, when we enter into any tender, the number of pumps have been allotted to any of all the entities, eligible entities. But we count it exactly when we get the execution orders. Because these numbers, what we have been allotted has to be done across the year, not on a day when we get a full order. So right now we have backlog of around 150 crore orders from a domestic market of the previous year orders, and export order which we are going to start from next month orders, maybe 250 crore, which we want to finish in this year. It is, even though it is a 2-year project. And then talking about the new orders, see, the tender processing almost done and maybe finalized in, let's say, another 5-10 days. And then only I would be able to comment that this year's order book, this year's exactly allotment to Shakti pumps from the Kusum project, because we are targeting 50 to 60,000 pumps in the Kusum. That's the only thing I can tell you right now.
Right. And Akhilesh, overall, I think, post the earnings as well, you've mentioned that we plan to almost double our revenues from 900 crores to almost around 1800 odd crores. So, 16 to 1800 odd crores. So taking that number into consideration, are we including the 400 odd crores of backlogged orders as well?
See, we are talking about total projects on which we are going to work in this year. 50-60,000 Kusum include backlog orders also. When I say Kusum project, I'm saying that 3.2 lakh pumps of this year plus 70-80,000 backlog from the last year. Put together is a 4 lakh pump project where we are targeting 50 to 60,000 pump.
Okay. And overall, I understand that with the current capacity as well, we do have the space in triple shifts to reach the targeted revenue that we are looking at in terms of FY22. But at what level do you think we will have to increase capacity, and what's the planning on that front?
See, the things are moving really fast.
Correct.
And we have a capacity of up to 5 lakh pumps. Now, considering our operation levels, I think up to a certain level, we are already prepared for it. So we have already decided once we reach at that level, we will start increasing our capacities. Somewhere we have to do deep bottlenecking, somewhere we have to do the fresh capex. Now, at this point of time, we have a good capacity to absorb Kusum projects for this year at least. Probably next year we will see how big is the government number we see from the government side. If it's a really big number, then we have to start looking for how fast we can go for expansion. And another thing is we are really careful about expanding our capacity also, because the thing is, even though government talking on a big way, but this is again a risk while working with the government, because speed is a problem with the government. We can be really fast with our own resources. We can be really fast in our operation, but somewhere government is a government. They work in their own style. No doubt we are seeing a lot of improvement in government functioning, a lot of improvement in the government speed of work. But still, we can't take everything on a face value.
Correct. We have to wait till the contract reaches us. Absolutely. Yes. And with this, Akhilesh, if we have to look at expansion as well, say that things fall in place, what's the kind of funds that will be required? And as we know that we're already generating a good amount of cash on the books, no debt, will we be open to take a debt in that case?
See, it will be little early to talk about how big it would be our expansion plan, because now we are manufacturing pump sets, we are manufacturing VFDs, we are manufacturing structures, all in-house. There are 4 main components of solar pump system. Is a pump sets, VFDs, structure, and fourth one, important one, is the panels. So out of 4, we are not manufacturing panel. Rest all three we are manufacturing.
Mm.
Panels, you can get good quality from outside, and there are good manufacturers of panel as well as modules in the market. So we are not looking to manufacture that. So whenever we go for expansion, we have to look the capacity not only for the pump side, we have to look the capacity of our structure side also, as well as VFD also. Because this is the our value addition. Because of that, we are able to we are able to maintain margins even though raw material prices were going up in the last year. This is the probably sole reason, one of the reason you can say that we were able to maintain the margins, because in the total value chain, almost 50-60% we are manufacturing in-house.
Absolutely.
So
There's an
it will
advantage
be,
that you get on the cost side as well.
yes. So it will be little early to talk about what will be the size of expansion. We have to look.
Right. And overall, Akhilesh, if you have to look at FY22, we know you're looking at a top line of almost around 1600 to 1800 odd crores. What's the growth we could see in terms of profitability as well as on the margin front? Any better margin that we are trying to, probably achieve?
Yes. See, on a margin front, whenever you go or improve your utilization, there is a chances of improvement in margin as well. So optimum is we are looking for it, and we are moving towards higher utilization. So there is a fair chance of improvement in margin. But there is another thing which we are looking. If we get real good margins, then probably we may use this margin to expand our businesses. So last year we were around 8% at a PAT level and around 16% at a EBITDA level. So probably we'll try to cross 16 as well as 8 at both levels.
Right. All right, Akhilesh. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Always a pleasure. Good luck on achieving these numbers as well in these uncertain times. Stay safe and speak to you soon again.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank you.